In this video today, I'm going to show you how you validate your files. Uh, how your files, how your code is going to be graded in this course is that you're going to send your code or your file through a validator or through a checklist or checker, and it's going to, and anytime I'm going to also send it through the checker as well. And if I see any errors, you get 5 points off each for all the errors that you have in your code. So today I'm going to show you how you can go check your code to see if there's any errors. So when you send it to me, it'll be error free and you'll get, 100 or whatever your grade's going to be. All right. So go ahead, let's get started. The first thing we need to do is we need to make a actual HTML file. All right. So let me go ahead. You can use any text editor that you want. I use Notepad because it's Notepad and it's free. But any text editor that you can find online, a lot of students like to use Notepad++, Sublime Text, whatever. But as long as you have some type of text editor, you can make your web pages in. And so I'm going to do the simple or the default template here, the HTML template. Yeah, so the doc type just lets the browser know that it's going to be reading an HTML file. Okay, like I'm HTML here. Yeah, when I'm doing my tags, or when I start typing my code in, I have to type it in directly. I like to go ahead and put all the ending tags along with the tags, so everything will be in there together. So next I have my head tag, and in my head tag, this is just the information that for the browser to read or about the website. So in the head section, you have the title of the web page. You also have talking about the character set that website's going to be using. So if you're going to use, a Chinese character set or something, you list the browser know, okay, give me all the characters, the Chinese characters, so we can show our page up in that so it looks correct. You also, if you want, you can actually have the keywords for the website in there. So when someone types in keywords into Google, then Google will know, okay, use these keywords that are in the head part right here. Use these keywords to associate with this website. So when someone types those keywords into the Google search bar, your website will pop up. That's one of the results. So I'll go ahead and put my title in there, and I'm going to call this validator. Yeah. I always spell it wrong. And it has to have a title. And I'll go ahead and put my character set in here as well, or my char set. Yeah, the default, you can put in any char set that you want, but the default character set for websites is the UTF-8 -8. That's the default for websites. But like I said, you can use any character set you want. Alright, look, I'm gonna go ahead and leave that right there. Okay, now I'm gonna put in my head tag. Oh my body tags. Anything that you want your not your user, but your visitor to see, this is going to be in your body tag. Let me close my body tag out. All right. So I'm going to put in some content, something real simple. So you can't go wrong with the classic hello world. All right. So here I have my hello world in here, and I'm ready to save my file. I'm going to save my file, take a look at it, make sure it works, and then I'm going to send it to the validator. So let me go ahead and save my file here. Alright, now if you're using Notepad as your text editor, it's a little trick you have to do. You can, whenever you save your files, you have to put in the file extension .html. Let me go. So there, validator, yay. .html. Alright, now with Notepad, if you do not, you have to change where it says save as type. You have to change that to all files. So Notepad will recognize that it is your file is not a text file. If you do not change save as type to all files, it's going to automatically put that .txt file extension at the end of your file. And if you have that .txt file extension at the end, the web browser is not going to read it. It's going to read it incorrectly, as well as when you go to validate it, it's not going to pick it up as well. Right, so I'm going to save it as my validator. Probably going to give me an error saying it's already on here. Yeah, say yes, I want to place it. Alright. Yeah, so I have my validator file here. Now I'm going to go, I use Chrome. I recommend, I recommend when you are using your, or viewing your web pages, view them in just about every web browser, because different web browsers show different HTML elements a little bit differently. So you can use Internet Explorer, Microsoft Edge, Google Chrome, Firefox, and even if you want to, go ahead and use Opera if you want to. But if you're going to use Google Chrome, and I think I also have a video for about this too, how you can open up a HTML file in Google Chrome. Now, Google Chrome does not have under their edit menu, they don't have an open box or open command. So you have to use the keyboard shortcut of Control and O in order for the nice little the open dialog box to pop up. So I'm going to go ahead and do my keyboard shortcut Control and O, and now I have my open dialog box so that I can go and search for my file so I can view it. Alright, so here's my validator file I was playing with. Click on open, and there you go. It has hello world on the website or on my web page. So that's what I want to see. Okay. Now on our website, let me go to our website real quick. Yay. Okay, so when I go to our website, where's our website? Wait, there it is. Alright, index. Alright. Now, when I go to my website, I have a link to the W3C HTML Validator in our web course on D2L. This link is under the content section, and it's under resources. Alright. In resources, you'll find the HTML Validator, and you're also going to find the W3C CSS Validator. We're going to start playing with CSS, I believe in chapter 3, I think. But for right now, you're going to use the HTML Validator. So I'm going to click on the HTML Validator, this link right here, and it's going to take me to the Validator website. Now, there's a couple of ways you can actually validate your file, but for this course, you're going to use validate by file upload. So, and this is so it allows you to upload your file to the website, and it's going to check your file to make sure there's no errors in it. Because remember, if you validate your file and has errors in it, then that's 5 points off when you turn it into me. So I'm going to go ahead and click my file here. I'm going to go find my validator file and open, and I'm going to say check. What? You're lying. I was just on you. Alright, let me do it again. I also have a link to it as well as a bookmark. Okay, validator again. Open. Go my chat. What? No. I think we broke it. Alright. Interesting. Alright, let me try this again. Alright. So, go back to resources here. Go back to my link. There it is. All right. Like, just my luck, I'll be in the middle of a video and it goes down. So I'm going to click on the tab that says Validate by File Upload. And here I'm going to choose my file. And Validator right here. I'll click on Open. And when I click on the checkbox, it's going this check button. It's going to check my file and it's going to run it through the validator. Yay! All right. So this is what I want to see. I want to see this nice green bar up here that says no errors or warnings shown. All right. This is what I want. Because like I said, the validator shows you warnings and also shows you errors. I'm not worried about the errors. The errors are fine. I'm not worried about the warnings. The warnings are fine. I'm going to take off for the errors. So every error that I see, I'm going to take off 5 points. So it's very important that you send your web page files or your HTML files to the validator before you submit them to the assignment folder for them to be graded. Okay, so now I'm going to show you an error, how an error is going to come up. So I'm going to go back to my HTML file here, and I am going to get rid of my doc type tag up here. Like, this tag is required. So with that tag in there, or without that tag in there, it should pop out the error when I send it to the validator. So I'm going to go ahead and save my file again. And anytime you make a change to your HTML file, you have to save it. Because if you don't save it, then it's going to keep showing you the same page over and over again. So I saved it. Now I'm going to go back to my validator. And I'm going to send it back through. To my choose file. Validator. Going to open. Now I'm going to click my check button. There you go. So here, I said this is what it's going to pop on an error. And it's going to tell me, wait a minute, you have an error. This is what your error is. If you're using a text editor that has line numbers on it, it even tells you what line and what the column that the error is showing up in. So you want to get, so anytime you send your file to the validator and you get an error like this, you want to go back to your file, correct it, and you're going to send it again and make sure that all the errors are gone. Now in some cases you will get a bunch of errors that pop up, and it's basically one simple fix. You may be missing like a exclamation mark, or the exclamation mark, or a quotation. Might be missing quotation marks. Might be missing a little angle bracket or something. And once you replace. So once you correct that error, then all of those other error lines that you see will actually go away. So let me go back and correct my error. I'm gonna put my doc type tag back in there. There, yeah. So now my doc type tag is back in there. So I corrected my error. So I'm gonna go back, save my file again. All right. And I'm going to come back to my validator. And I'm going to resubmit my file to the validator. All right, check. Yay! And there you go. I got rid of the errors, and now I have my nice green bar up there telling me everything's cool. Now I can go to the assignment folder that's in our D2L and submit it for it to be graded. All right, so I'm hoping, so hopefully this guys gives you a better idea and exactly what the whole process of validation is, because HTML is a very loosely typed language. There really is no way for you to actually check to make sure it will work. You can actually type something in and it will work, but it may not be the actual code, or may be incorrect. So that's why the validator was created, so it can have some type of standard for actually writing the language. So basically it's there to actually check to see if your language is if your code fits the actual HTML standard that they have set with W3C. All right. If you have any questions about this whole validator process, let me know. Email me, call me, come by my office. I have my schedule up on our under content, under course information, my door schedule. So please feel free to stop by. Um, and I will see you guys a little bit later. All right, with some more videos. All right.